In today's episode, I have 6 fun projects. Some are Halloween themed and some are fall decor. These were really fun and super easy to put together, and most of the supplies came from Dollar Tree and things around my house. So please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you like them and stay tuned. Let's jump right in. Hi everybody, I'm Susie and this is Susie's Stuff. Welcome to Station KDIY, Channel 146. I'm so happy you're here. I would love it if you'd subscribe and then click the bell to be notified when I upload a new episode. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Hey, don't touch that dial. Let's go make some stuff. Whee! The Mummy family. I'm so excited to bring you this DIY. It was so much fun. And I started out with some old wood from a neighbor's yard. They were getting rid of their fence. And this is a creepy cloth that one of them I got at Dollar Tree and the other one I got at Dollar General. Both were $1. I got some googly eyes from Dollar Tree, and then the tower game, the little wood blocks. I put 2 together to make the stand, you'll see. But I ended up using 3 of them because they were tall, so it didn't want it to topple over. And then when you glue it, you just kind of want to lean it back just a little bit. So now I am taking the cloth, I cut it into strips, and then just wrapping it around. It's like so easy. And I love that little silicone thingy that I got. I saw it in another lady's video. I can't remember who it was. I apologize. But she uses it, and it's in the makeup department of Dollar Tree, and you just use it with your hot glue and it works great. And now for the eyes, just a little drop of glue here and a little drop of glue there, and the mummy person is done. And now I'm on to the second one. Just rolling it around. I love this gauze stuff. I've actually never bought it before. I've never put it in my yard or anything, but it sure comes in handy for mummies. So this is a skinny one, and I guess it could be like the children's. So I really love this project. It's so easy, super inexpensive, great for your budget. Just get you some boards. Like I said, my neighbor was getting rid of they're redoing their fence, and I just asked them if I could have a few pieces, and they gave it to me. And like $2, maybe $3 for all of this. And I actually made 3 of the little mummy family. And here they are put together. I just think they are adorable. I love that they're a neutral color. You can put them with any color scheme you have in your home. Here they are up above my TV, just peeking over, looking at me. Such a spooky little family. And I hope you enjoyed this cute little DIY. Add it to your home today. And for our next project, I'm starting out with an old board, some apple barrel paint, and some Art Minds paint, that's chalk paint, some onyx and white, and some wooden letters from Dollar Tree. I was looking at the Williams-Sonoma site and saw this darling sign, but the price was just crazy, $169. No way. So now I'm just taking some sandpaper and I'm going to rough it up a little bit, and then I'm going to use some plaster color Waverly chalk paint. I didn't show you that at the beginning, but I liked this color more than the white. It's kind of a little off-white, and so I'm just going to use this to weather it up a little bit. found these skeleton arms at the Dollar Tree. So cute. I used them last year coming out of a pot of flowers. It was so cute. And I'm just going to sort of set it on my board, see where I want it. And I'm taking my wire cutters and I'm chopping off the fingers. Yes, that's right. I'm chopping off the fingers. And they popped off really easily, actually. But just watch out, those fingers will fly. And I looked at it a little closer in just a minute, and I actually take it down a little bit more to the joint, and I take my sandpaper and sort of sand off and make it a little bit smoother. And now grab your glue gun. We'll hot glue that right on your board and kind of position it where you want it to be. And then I'm going to take the wooden letters and hot glue those. Oh, no, I didn't hot glue yet. I got some of that chalkboard paint, which you could use the onyx. I don't know why I grabbed it. I guess it was right there near me. Who knows? And my little sponge brush. And I'm going around the fright letters with some black paint there and sort of aging those a little bit better. So I'm putting them on the board. I am kind of a person that doesn't like things always straight and neat. I kind of like them a little crazy. So I just placed them a little crooked on the board. And as I was looking at the shiny new arm, I thought, I need to rough that up a little bit, age it a little bit. So I just grabbed the paint and brushed on a little bit of the black paint to give it that weathered look. And now I am painting on the words this way. I used a pencil first and sort of just used some cursive writing, nothing fancy. And then I used a really skinny brush. That is really the key to get it just like you want it. And seriously, that is it. It took me no time to create. And let's see, $1 for the arm, $1 for the letters, and some paint, free board. So it was like $3 or $4 to create this. And I know you can too. You can hang it on your wall or just lean it against the wall. But I think it is so cute. I think we did a really good job on getting a good price for Fright This Way. Enjoy this in your Halloween decor. For our next project, I'm going to make the stacked books. And I got the books from Dollar Tree, and I got the wrapping paper from Dollar Tree as well, and just wrapped them up. Couldn't find that footage. But anyway, I want to tell you a little story about these belts. I wanted to do a really cool belt effect around the stacked books. And I went to my closet and I found these belts that I cannot even wear anymore. And so I thought, how cool to wrap the stacked books with a real belt. So as I was going through them, I found this belt that I had when I was 13 years old. My uncle helped me capture this real rattlesnake, and we made a belt out of it. And it was so funny because I really wanted to use it. I thought it was kind of creepy, but I couldn't get it around the stacked books because the middle part is larger. And but no problem. I used this thinner belt that looks really cool. So I'm going to be using that one. So go into your closet and see if you have some old belts that you can't wear anymore and use them for your stacked books. So now I'm finding out where I need to add an extra hole so I can close the belt buckle. And I mark it, and then I'm using an old board and a nail and hammer to create that hole. So now it fits on there perfectly. I just wrap it around, and it's like such an easy project to do, and just add it in there. Now you see me crazily trying to fold it around because the end piece is so long, and later in the final project you'll see that I actually just cut off that extra part so it will fit in there. I was trying to do the 80s look by throwing it in there and looping it over. It was okay, but it just got too much. But I really like the effect. It was kind of funny. I really love that rustic look for our ghost story books. So now I went to on my iPad and found a picture of the words ghost stories. So I'm using my pencil and just going to mark it on the book here. And then I'm just going to use a Sharpie and go back over it and create the writing for ghost stories. Somebody told me that I had good writing. I don't know about that. I've always thought my writing was horrible. But it just takes some practice, just sitting down and kind of throwing your letters out there. Believe me, this is in fast speed, and when I was doing it, I was like, oh, it looks horrible. But when you just put it all together, it looks great. And you could also use a Cricut or a Silhouette to cut out your own letters. I don't have one of those. But just have fun with it. Don't be too hard on yourself. You can do it. And I also added like who the stories were by, and I couldn't think of anybody, and I'm like, oh yeah, Alfred Hitchcock. So I put on there by Hitchcock. And here is the final product, all put together. I did cut off a little excess of the belt so it lays really nicely. So get out there and go in your closets and find some old belts and make some ghost story stacked books for Halloween today. And now jumping into a not so scary project is the Pebble Vase. Just grab a plain vase that you have around the house. Dollar Tree has beautiful clear vases and some of the pebbles at Dollar Tree as well. I bought 4 packs and then find some flowers around the house. And again, Dollar Tree has some beautiful fall flowers as well. And I just cut them off their stem, and I think I used 3.5 bags or 4, whatever you need for your vase, and then just stick those flowers right in, and boom, you have a beautiful, wonderful centerpiece for your table, buffet table, wherever you'd like to put it. So all in all, this was about $4 or $5 to create, so it's wonderful for your budget. And I also added some fall leaves that I got at the Dollar Tree. I just cut those off and just made another arrangement. And you can add any flowers that you like throughout the year. You can keep this up all year. Just add some beautiful spring flowers, some roses for Christmas, whatever you feel like you want to add to it. But I just love the rustic look of the pebbles. I'm in love with those pebbles. I just feel like you can do anything with them, and you're going to see that in our next project. This is my table that I put them on in my dining room. Beautiful sunflower fall arrangement. And like I said, we're going to use some more of those pebbles with these pebble candle holders. Now, these are some jars over at Dollar Tree in the candle section, and I just love them. I got 4 because we're going to make 2 candle holders, and I just hot glued them around the top, and so you have an instant candle holder that you can add anything to. What I love about it is you can unscrew them and you can add anything inside. So we're using, of course, the pebbles for the fall season. You could add anything in there. You can add some candy corn. You could add some popcorn kernels in there for Thanksgiving, some beans, whatever that you have. Your kids would love to do this too. It's so easy. Maybe put some snow inside. That would be cool. And then I just grabbed some burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I just hot glued it around the center. And you can add some raffia or whatever ribbon that you have. I just like this. And since I hot glued it together in the back, it was really easy to unscrew the jars. And here I added some real candles. I just think they're beautiful. I love it. You can add anything on top that would fit up there. I love the amber jack-o'-lantern at the Dollar Tree. And these are some remote control LED candles that I found on Amazon. I can link that down below for you. And as an added bonus, I did want to share my coffee table tray that I used some things from Dollar Tree. The, what is that? The bird skeleton, a little bit of moss, and then those little black and white balls things, glittery things, and some little pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. The books I got at Hobby Lobby, I think last year, and those were on sale. So put all your fall things together and enjoy this wonderful season. And for our last project today, we're going to make a little mini fall crate. I'm using some letters that I found at Walmart. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with these letters. Grab them if you can find them. They're $1.08 a piece. And I used 3 Dollar Tree little mini crates, and then some fall florals that you have around the house or that you picked up at Dollar Tree. I'm also using this Minwax dark walnut stain. And I took it outside, grabbed my gloves, got a little bitty rag, and just dipped it in there. And make sure that you dip just a little bit. A little goes a long way with this stain. So I just ended up staining all 3 boxes. And I left them outside for just a little bit. They took about 30 minutes to an hour to dry, and then we were good to go. I don't even think it took an hour. I think it maybe took 30 minutes, 20 minutes. And now back inside, I'm just taking my hot glue gun and gluing those 3 together. And now let's glue on my beautiful letters. I absolutely love these letters. You don't have to do anything to them. They don't need any paint. They're just stained beautifully for that farmhouse look. I absolutely love these letters. And I really don't like things to be perfectly straight. I kind of like things crooked, not all the time, but for this particular project, I like the letters kind of crooked. And now I kind of have them where I want them, and we're hot gluing those on to the front of our little mini crates. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. At the bottom, you'll see a little red button that says subscribe, and that will help me out a lot. Thanks for your support. So now I'm using some floral foam, also from the Dollar Tree. Sometimes I forget to put everything out at the beginning, but I am using some fall floral foam. And I'm putting that in there, and then I'm going to hot glue it in. A little trick there, I shouldn't have thrown it on the floral stuff. I should have put it on the crate because it kind of seeped through the bottom. Shh, don't tell anybody. But go ahead, and if you're doing this, put the glue on the little crate slats. That is the better way to do it. So now I'm cutting my floral pieces apart, and we're just going to start building them into our arrangement. So a little history about this floral. I got it last year at Hobby Lobby. It was some Christmas floral picks, and it was 90% off. That's usually when I buy this stuff. I don't know why it was left over. It's so beautiful. But I used this, and then I also used some of these little fuzzy things from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to show you some colorful fall flowers that I got this year at Dollar Tree as well. I added that in there for a pop of color. But in just a little bit, I'm going to show you more of a neutral color in the final product. So you'll see that coming up. But that is it for our fall mini crate. I absolutely love it. It's so fun to make. And here it is with the neutral colors. I used some eucalyptus that I had hanging around. And that is it for the mini crate fall project. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment down below. I hope you enjoy these fall and Halloween projects. See you next time on Susie's Stuff.